All right guys, live and direct from the jungle in Thailand. Today we're going to talk about crypto. Two things that maybe aren't so related, but sometimes when the crypto markets are absolutely crazy, one of the best things you can do is get out in nature. As you can see, I'm out in nature. So, for those of you that pay attention to the crypto markets, you will have seen that they've been a bit crazy recently. And a lot of people in the comments are saying it's all over, the bull run's over, it's done, we've lost all our money, blah, 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 blah. Failing to recognize the fact that according to the dates of the previous cycles, we are still in a cycle. All of the news regarding crypto is super positive. Trump has said that he's going to have a crypto reserve. Not even just Bitcoin. What do you put in there? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. It's quite ironic that Cardano's in there after all of the memes, but the Cardano people are finally winning in life, so well done to them. Now, it's time for a lot of you to make a decision, because what a lot of you don't realize is the best moments in crypto to get in always are at times where it seems like the worst moment to get in, because that's when you get the best prices. As you can see at the moment, the charts are horrendous. They're literally just crashing. It just keeps going lower and lower. There's a glimpse of hope and then bang, down again. So now it comes time to make your decision. Do you want to risk allocating your capital, buying some coins while they are seriously down, risking the fact that potentially the cycle could be over, according to all of the inexperienced people in the YouTube comments, risking the fact that potentially the world could be about to go into a big recession, and risking the fact that we don't know how Trump's tariffs are going to pay out. We don't know how all of these different economic policies are going to affect the world, how the world is going to react to all of these policies, and then how the stock market is going to react, and how crypto is going to react. We don't know if they're about to go and print a load of money and try and save the markets. We don't know. We don't really know anything at the moment. A lot of people are speculating on what might happen. At the end of the day, we're kind of just along for the ride. We're all just little fish in the big pond, but some little fishes do make it out of the pond. The truth is that it's not the scared fishes, unfortunately. Sometimes you've got to swim against the stream if you want to make it out. This is challenging because, of course, it's never going to be the easy thing. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And the truth is that your decision may cost you a lot of money. You might make this decision and then Trump's tariffs end up destroying the economy temporarily, or that some other unknown event happens and it just crashes everything. Now currently the S&P 500 and the stock market is crashing. Most things are crashing, crypto included. Bitcoin has finally taken a huge dump and just, crashed a fair amount. Things don't look good, but these are the kind of times where you actually make the crazy money, because at the end of the day, you've got to go in when the other people are fearful. Those are the best times to go in. But at the same time, right now, looking at the way the world's economies are, it doesn't seem like the best time to go in. So the truth is, this is not going to be a video from me saying now is the time to buy, now's the best time to buy. The truth is that now is a risky time to buy, but you need to decide if you have balls or not, and whether you're willing to take that risk, because it's not meant to be easy. You have to take risks sometimes and see whether or not it's going to play out. The truth is that you could simply put a bit less money in and see how it goes. Maybe if you'd usually put 1,000 in, you could put 500 in. Personally, I like to take big bets. So if I'm in, I'm all in. I'm not going soft. I'm gonna, if I think it's the right opportunity, I'll put the money in. Now, I actually did this very recently. I sold off a lot of BTC into altcoins just before the big crash happened. So we'd had like a mini crash and I thought, oh, now's the time to do it. And then what do you know? Bang! All my altcoins literally got destroyed. Now, I can live with that because I made the decision. I said, you know what? Look, based upon how everything looks, I think now would be a good time to pull the trigger. I pulled the trigger. We'll see how that plays out. I'm still very confident. Obviously, temporarily, it's not the best, or it's not looking the best. But I'm not playing the temporary game. I'm playing the medium temporary game, not the long game. But at the end of the day, in things like this, the way I see it is like this. If I buy the best assets, if I buy the best cryptocurrencies, at some point in the future, they will pump. So, okay, in the short term, they've gone down a lot, but I don't need to stress. Just don't waste too much money, earn some money, and relax. That's the way I see it. I find it quite strange that people will invest in property and think about the gains over a 20-year period. They'll invest in the stock market and think about their gains over a however long period. And then they invest in crypto and get scared after 2 weeks. And it doesn't really make sense because at least give it like a year, year and a half, 2 years, even if it takes 3 years for you to make your money. If you didn't go and put too much in, it's not really the end of the world. Now, I'm someone who always puts too much in, but what can you do? You can't do anything in this situation. So you can get stressed, it won't change anything. You can start debating your life and, oh my God, what have I done? But you just have to wait and see how it plays out. Now, if you're super stressed, there's a good chance that you've just put too much money in for what is comfortable for you. In that case, maybe you should reconsider how much you're putting in. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend doing that when we're in a big dip. The truth is, guys, that when it's dipped, the chance of it dipping lower kind of goes down, in my opinion. Now, things can continue to dip and we see projects die and things like that. But when you're in the top projects, not the craziness, not rank 9,000, when you're in the top projects, the good projects, you don't need to stress about, is it going to die? Of course, in crypto, things leave the top 10, leave the top 20, whatever. But before buying things, you need to take this into account. You need to think to yourself, which things are irreplaceable? Which things are perfectly positioned for this cycle? If you owned a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, you wouldn't be too stressed right now. If you are, I don't really know why. Because at some point, they are going up. Me, for example, with Chainlink, I know at some point in the future, Chainlink is going to go up. So I don't stress about it. So if you are currently stressed right now because of the big dip, I understand. We could be going a lot lower, no one knows, especially because the macro climate, the world's economies, everything are a little bit messed up right now. But in reality, stressing is not going to help you. So what I suggest is you make your decision. If you're already in the market, I reckon you just wait it out. If you're not in the market, now is time for you to make your decision. If we suddenly rocket up from here, are you going to be annoyed that you didn't play the game, that you didn't enter the market? If you buy now and we go lower from here, did you buy good enough assets that you are confident that they're going to come back later on when we finally do rocket up? Because crypto's not going to die forever. They're not going to let this opportunity to make a lot of money just pass and forget about it. Crypto's here to stay, whether people like it or not. So, guys, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but you should think about the different scenarios and think about how you're going to feel depending on which one plays out. Because at the end of the day, I think one of the best ways to make decisions is to think about multiple different scenarios playing out. Think about the best decision that you would make to be able to cope in each of those scenarios, and then maybe combine your answers together and act accordingly. So if that means that maybe you invest, but you invest a bit less than you probably would do, that's fine. That's maybe the optimal move to make. If that means entering the market so that you don't miss out on a generational opportunity, that's fine. If you decide that the downside risk is just too much for you, or that your financial situation doesn't allow you to invest, or it's going to make you uncomfortable, then don't invest. It's very simple, but make sure that you think about all of the different scenarios and then make the best decision for you, regardless of what scenario plays out, that you're comfortable and happy with your decision. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. It's going to be very interesting over the next few months, maybe even over the next few weeks. I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. But in the meantime, there's nothing we can do. So get out in nature, enjoy your life, be happy. Catch you guys in the next video. Subscribe to the channel.